some more in just a few minutes, and we're just about to take a look at the top skull crushers of the week. But first, I'd like to say thanks to a Rich Evans from Reno, Nevada. We get a lot of great things in the mail, and Rich sent us these skulls, and I mean, obviously spent a lot of time. They've got rattlesnakes, real rattlesnakes, and real, like, scorpions and stuff, and he spent a lot of time making them. He sent us one before that isn't on the desk anymore because bugs started crawling out of the rattlesnake after the first couple months. So please don't send live things to us or things that formerly were live. But thanks a lot, Rich, and even though I'm not in the position to really make plugs or anything, but if you ever are in Reno, Nevada, there's a place called Evans Art that's in the Park Lane Mall. You might want to check it out. He makes these skulls. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. They'll be on the desk for a long time. But right now, it's time to take a look back at the Skull Crusher of the week. The top 5 Skull Crushers of the week.
It wasn't me, was it?
It wasn't me either.
No.
Number 5, Slaughter, Mad About You. Number 4, Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. Number 3, White Lion with Love Don't Come Easy. Number 2, AC/DC, Are You Ready? Number 1, and their 4th week on top, here is Warrant with Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Dodgy title, huh? It's always been a little different from the other children, you know, even in primary school.
Just kind
He
of
was always the one throwing the marbles up in the air instead of bowling them along the ground, you know, I don't know why. You have to ask him. Shall we phone him?
Where's the phone?
Also, you've got a cellular phone here?
Here? No,
yeah.
we've got 2 cans with a piece of
Skull
string in the middle.
phone?
Also, I hear that Motorhead quite possibly may be the very first real rock and roll band to play on the David Letterman show.
Well, yeah, they only want 2 of us. I think they're trying to cut the threat down a bit, you know what I mean?
With an auto harp and a can or something?
Possibly a kazoo, you know, something like that. Auto, yes, auto harp would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, because I can't play it. Yeah, we're supposed to play with Paul Schaefer. I'm sure he's looking forward to it as much as I am.
How did they set that up? Did they say, yeah, we want to finally do something that's, you know...
I don't know. I don't know what the thinking was behind it. Maybe they're trying to, you know, get a heavy metal, you know, audience or something. I don't know. I mean, it seems as strange to me as no doubt it will to them.
Yeah,
right?
It should be pretty wild. Anyway, we've got videos from Pantera, and I still do have the Ring of Power that the guys from Pantera gave me.
Good Lord.
And Sacrifice, those videos are coming up in the next 30 minutes. But here's a debut from Kathmandu, and Dave King and Mandy Meyer from the band will be here next week. And don't you wish you were going to be here next week to see them?
My God, I do. Did you know that?
Here's a video from Kathmandu. Here's the way it make me feel.
My crust is firmed.
We'll be back with those helpful gardening tips real soon.
And don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Try it in the yard.
But first, a couple other points. Now, like I said, I hate for Motorhead to sound dated by any means. But, you know, now that it seems like the hard rock has become so popular, do you hear any bands that you think are ripping Motorhead off?
I really don't know, you know, I mean, I was influenced by lots of bands, but I didn't consider it as ripping them off. I considered that it was an honour for them to be imitated, you know, and that's the way I feel about it. If you're like, influential on a band that's just starting up, that's a great honour, isn't it? It means you've done something worthwhile, so that's all right with me.
You know, I also read somewhere that Lars from Metallica was once the president of the Motorhead fan club.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them.
Two Motorhead fan clubs?
Him and his friend on the West Coast.
And his friend was the vice president.
Well, it was a way of getting into the hotel, you see, you know. So, I won't tell you about the first time he ever had a drink with Motorhead.
We'll tell that story as we play the next video.
I printed the picture of him on the first album anyway. So if you want to know, go back to the first album, the first Motorhead one. See a picture of Lars au naturel, shall we say.
Ooh.
Cinema verite.
We'll be talking about this one as you guys watch this video. Great video, great band. Here's Pantera with Psycho Holiday.
They're the best kind, you know.
I would like to
Help,
tell
I've
you
ceased to exist. Oh, go.
that if you've got something to say, please write to us, because
if you've got something to say,
we'd like to hear from you.
If you've got something to write, please write to us.
Exactly.
If you got something
I guess
to
if you had something to say, writing wouldn't really do much good. If you have something to say, put it in words on a piece of paper and write to the Headbangers Ball, care of MTV Networks, 1515 Broadway, 24th floor, New York, New York, 10036. That does make sense, doesn't it? If you've got something to say, write to. Anyways, a couple songs I want to mention on the album called 1960, the new Motorhead album. First of all, it's Nightmare Dreamtime.
Yeah.
There's backmasking in that song.
I know.
Are you going to tell them? I know what it says, but I've never let the secret out, just so you know.
No, it's a little message for the PMRC, since they're so interested in that stuff. I thought I'd give them some, you know.
So in other words, what you're going to have to do is, because, you know, it's kind of hard to find records on vinyl these days. It doesn't work with a CD player.
It's kind of personal, you know. It's a personal little message because I feel they're doing so much for the morality of America, you know.
Because I know what the messages are, and I haven't told you guys yet.
Right.
But you're going to have to find a record player. You might remember they're about
then
this
put
big.
your compact disc on it.
And some of these things records are these big black vinyl things with holes and play it backwards.
Learn to talk backwards, right? Then sink your lips in with the stuff on that track, and then figure out what you just said forwards. Simple.
Exactly.
That's
you have
why
to put your foot in a bowl of water, too.
Yeah.
Right now it's time for debut from Sacrifice. They're from Toronto, Canada, and they haven't recorded an album for 4 years.
Is it Human Sacrifice or?
Just Sacrifice.
Okay.
They might have been Human Sacrifice at one time.
Yeah.
Their new drummer's named Mark Rosenthal, and their new album is called Soldiers of Misfortune. And here's the first video from them. Here is Sacrifice. Sacrifice with Soldiers of Fortune, and I'd like to thank the co-host for the evening, Lemmy.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. It was such a pleasure.
It's absolutely wonderful.
And the shows are going to be starting when?
Cinema Verite, 21st of May in Toronto. If you're in Toronto on the 21st of May.
Well, they wouldn't be getting this in Toronto, so if you're going to Toronto.
They might, with a dish.
That's a good point.
These are the swinging 90s, man. Everybody has a little dish. No soup, just the dish.
Now, after that, when are we going to be seeing Motorhead in the States?
Well, immediately after Toronto, after we come back down to New York.
If you survive Toronto.
Yes, and not many people have. We're doing New York to LA and a few places in between, Detroit, Chicago, you know.
Just be listening. If you guys haven't seen Motorhead, they're very loud.
Because halfway through the gig, all you can do is see Motorhead.
They're one of the loudest bands I've ever seen in my life. And that's a compliment.
If we're much too loud, we shall probably befoul your mind with all kinds of filthy thoughts.
Which is good and healthy.
Yes, it is, actually. It's not done me any harm, has it?
Also, next week, some of the guys from Primus and Catmandu will be here. And once again, thanks, Lemmy. Look for Motorhead on the road, and check out the new record, too. It's got some real good stuff on it.
Look for Motorhead in the gutter.
And I'm Ricky Rackman. I'll see you next week. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. See ya.
Say, whoa.